Hello and welcome. I am the Suit&Tie Dip&Chew Guy, and this is not a dip or chew review. This is the first video of the first spin-off series from Hand Back the Pack, and it is nasal snuff, dry snuff. So instead of calling this a series because the products range between companies, flavors, it's a real mix, I'm just calling it Group 1. Okay, so this is the Group 1 overview. Before I get into the products that will be reviewed, I do want to point out this is sort of a companion series, okay? These reviews will be to fill in gaps, add extra content. My primary focus will still be American dip and chew products. All right, this is just to add a little depth. So the other thing I want to point out is I will be referring to the online company off and on that I obtain these products from. I'm not affiliated with the company in any way. I'm not looking to be affiliated with the company in any way. The thing is, basically, the company is the only game in town. Okay? If, like me, you're in the United States or Canada, the chances are, with the exception of a few products here and there, or maybe a tobacconist that you can get in tight with and ask them to bring it in, this online retailer is really how you're going to have to go about getting any of this stuff if you're actually interested. The online retailer is obviously the United Kingdom's Mr. Snuff, or MrSnuff.com, I guess. So I will be mentioning that name. The good thing about it is, by really that being the only game in town, I can actually give prices for products. All right, so that aside now and over with, I will go through the products of Group 1. The first entry will be Gawith Original Snuff. It is from Posh Tabak of Germany. All right. The second entry will be from the United Kingdom, Toke Peach. The third entry will be from Toke, but the products that they sell in America, and one that you may be able to find in stores depending where you are in the country. Silver Dollar Vanilla. The fourth entry is from the United Kingdom. It is Wilson of Sharrow Strawberry. The fifth entry, and also from the United Kingdom, as many of these are. I mean, the major snuff companies are still in the United Kingdom, with a couple exceptions in Germany. But the number 5 entry is a rather monstrous can of Viking Blonde. The number 6 entry, we go back to Wilson of Sharrow, and it is Grove. The number 7 entry, also from Britain, is J&H Wilson's Top Mill number 1. The number 8 entry from Toke of the United Kingdom is Toke Blueberry. Going back to Wilson of Sharrow. Gold label. Again, Wilson of Sharrow. Apri. And then, coming in at number 11, McChrystal's Smoker's Blend. $12, Wilson of Sharrow. Ripple. And as usual, skipping the number 13 slot, number 14, also from Posh Tobacco. Ozana, O-Type. Okay. Now, there are a lot from Wilson of Sharrow. That is mostly because it has a absolutely huge product range. But secondly, it has almost all of that product range available in 5-gram tins. I do use nasal snuff. I have not, until this stuff came in, been using it nasally. I used it for powdering pipe bowls. But I do have started using it. I do like using it, but it is not something I could do all day, every day. So smaller containers were a plus. Some of these things, like this monstrosity for 5-gram, 25-gram. Some of them I got because I was interested and they only came in a 25-gram tin. Some of the names, real quick. Okay, like Grove. A couple years back in Britain, they had a bunch of absolutely ridiculous tobacco legislation go through, as most Western countries seem to have happen. And they said they couldn't promote fruit-flavored products because it attracted children. Because obviously, you know, when you're an English school kid, you're going to start snorting powder instead of smoking a cigarette. Anyway, Grove was originally called Lemon Grove. Apri is apricot. So on and so forth. Strangely, strawberry was allowed to stay. I don't quite figure that out. The same must have happened in Germany because the Ozona O-Type, the O in O-Type stands for orange. So, you know, some of this stuff seems to go by without rhyme or reason. Anyway, so there are 13 products altogether. They come 1 through 14, skipping 13. They will be spaced. I only plan on doing maybe 2 of these a week, okay? Unless for some reason it's very popular. And then I would possibly think of upping that to more than 2 a week. But for right now, I'm just going to leave it at 2 a week. It's just something, it helps me out. It gives the channel a little depth. This stuff is cheap, okay? 5-gram tin. I think the Wilson of Sharrow 5-gram tins, they're $1.44, okay? The shipping from England takes about a week to get here, but it's only $10, which is $9 cheaper than getting the other online retailer that we all know, the Northerner, to ship me product from an hour away in Pennsylvania, my home state. So, I mean, it helps me out from a price aspect. It gives the channel a little bit of range, and also it it puts out the product, because as I said, there's only so much dip and chew. All right, and at the rate of uploading a video daily, I'm going to be running out of it before spring is over. So this just it buys me time. Let me put it that way. Anyway, guys, I will be back a little later on. I will be doing a chew review tonight, and I would like to yell out Berg's Dip Reviews, as always, Winnington Outdoors, Maryland Dipper. If you're into video games-ish gaming, Real Talk Studios, and Dirty Pat Walsh. I sent him up a package a couple weeks ago to his locale in Canada, and it finally got there on Monday, like 2 weeks later. Thank you, Canadian Mail Service. So he's been doing a couple reviews of the products I sent, and he did a package opening and whatnot. So Pat is a good guy. If you got time, if you're into musical type stuff, he does a lot of that as well. So Dirty Pat Walsh, everything I have mentioned can be found under my featured channels on the homepage. Guys, do take care of yourselves, and as always, God bless.